I told you yesterday that the QT stopping wasn't the big deal that everyone thought it was. But I do not want it to get credit for anything that's going to happen in Bitcoin as far as a jump upward is concerned, because what I'm about to introduce you to today is bigger than any ETF inflow. It's bigger than any type of rate cut. It really is bigger than any macro headline of 2025. And what it is this. We got BlackRock that opened the door with Bitcoin and Ethereum as an ETF. Vanguard just kicked the door off the hinges by adding Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Hedra, and they're releasing research that could permanently underpin the entire crypto market. This isn't crypto adoption that is coming. This is adoption arriving right now, ready for 2025. And today I'm going to show you exactly how it reshapes Bitcoin, Ethereum, how Bitcoin dominance can change, and the complete altcoin cycle. So welcome back, Crypto Crew. It is your boy Tom here, bringing you the hottest in Bitcoin and crypto action. If you like what you see, give us a like. Make sure you hit subscribe, and make sure you come on over to X and follow us on X, where we talk about Bitcoin all day, every day, because we are crypto maniacs, and we are going to break it all down for you right now. Now, before we jump in, crew, I gotta, this is tough for me because it's really hard for me to keep a secret of any type, okay? But I need to give you a warning, and a really, really good one, because something big is coming for traders worldwide. It's a project that our crew has been building quietly behind the scenes for months now. And I can't reveal it. You don't know about it, just want to just blurt it out, but I can't. I can't name it. I can't talk about the format. I can't talk about anything about this project. But here's what I can tell you. The trading landscape has been unfair for a long, long time. It's stacked against individual traders. It's built for brokers, platforms, and insiders, not for the people that actually trade and try to get ahead in this game. But that imbalance, that era, it ends very, very soon. So stay with me. I'll give you more on the update as we go along. But right now, let's jump right into the market. Now, as we know, we got a Fed potential rate cut happening. So I'm going to take you over to the chart. If we go back in time to July 24, Fed cuts the rates. The Bank of Japan hiked the rates. And this is the same exact news that we got going on right now. Bitcoin nuked and then bottomed 7 days later. Now it's December, and we got the Fed rate cut that's likely to happen. We got the Bank of Japan likely to hike rates. We got the same exact setup. We got the same opportunity. You got to ask yourself, are you going to get ready to, get it this time? Are you going to catch it this time? And we're going to guide you through it right now. But now let's get into the 2-hour chart. Let's do the technical quick 2-hour analysis right now with good old Bitcoin, with our infamous Andrew's pitchfork on the chart that I'm going to have to probably readjust very, very soon. Anyway, so as it stands right now, it's the market, that most people really slept on. They didn't want to buy it at 80,600. We did say that you should actually look to try to buy right around 82,000. We have the line right here. We said a breakup of 82, we could actually carry forward up to 95. Now, we have not hit, the upper levels of 95, 96 yet, but they are definitely in the crosshairs. There's liquidity up there. Now, in case you missed it, in the last 48 hours, crypto added 260 billion in total market cap, moving nearly 9%, right now from bottom to top. So now breakdown, Bitcoin right now is up about 5.2% right now. Ethereum's up 7.2%. Now, if you look a little bit deeper, you got Solana up like 6.9. You got Sui, the biggest mover of all, up about 18.6%. Now, I have a theory about why everything is ripping hard, and I'm going to go over it, but I'll circle back to that later. But let's just go on where we got Bitcoin. It's basically hanging right around 93,000, 92,005 right now, and it's stabilizing here right now. So it's showing classic mid-cycle compression. Now, key levels. 91,231, that level that's been there since I've been talking about, since we broke down. That level is pretty important. February 2025, this is the level that we jumped up off of to like 104. And then once it broke down through this, the momentum actually carried us down to the lows of 74,000 odd. That's where everybody was puking, thinking, oh, it's over and over. Then we made new highs, right? So Bitcoin does what it always does, fools everybody and rips. Okay, now we have the same short-term support, 91,000. We got nearby resistance right now at 95,000. Okay. We got a breakout target. If we can get above 95 and sustain with good volume, not a spike in volume, with continuous volume, we could probably jump up to maybe 98, 99, maybe 100,000. Okay, there's going to be a wall up there. Okay, we're not just breaking through right away, but really things are building, because if you don't know what's happening in the background, you're going to get caught off guard. And if you think that like 3 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, Bitcoin is higher, and everybody that's touting, the weekend warriors on X and on Reddit and on TikTok or wherever they are on InstaTrash, oh, we told you that the quantitative tightening stopping was going to bring Bitcoin higher. No, that's not really what it is, because it is really a rounding area compared to 2020. The amount of money that's going to come in, the amount of liquidity that's going to come in due to this stopping is a rounding error. All right, so just get that straight. Anybody that tells you that in the bar, you go, no, that's just a rounding error. Go back to see how much money was actually injected in 2020 with the COVID that compared to today. It's nothing. Really, it's nothing. Now, I'm not saying it's not good that it's happening. No, it's great. It means that there is going to be extra liquidity, but that's not the real reason why this thing is going to take off. And you got to be prepared for it. I'm just saying. Okay, so right now, we got range, let's say 84,000. We got 87 as the support. Okay, we got a deeper dip down right to here, like right to 84. Those are the two important levels to hold, right? Or else we could dip lower, but a dip lower would be an actual gift, in my opinion. But you got to trade it. You got to learn how to trade the duck feathers out of this, because it's going to go back and forth. So I would suggest that you get into a pro group and you really start trading day. Look, we do all the work for you. We do the setups. You don't have to take the trade, but you can say, these guys are thinking this. All right. You don't have to do it, but hey, it helps, right? It helps. Better than you sitting there staring at the screen wondering, oh, what should I do? We'll help you out. All right, now, market structure looks very strong right now. So we got dip absorption right now, short term, between 90 and 90, let's say 90,000, okay? We got liquidity stacking right now below the price, right? We got volatility compressing. Always a prelude to expansion. Now, it's not going to happen right away. Now, if we get through 100 really fast, man, the bears they're going to be hurt. And it could be a rally quickly up to like 104, 106. But it's no Bruce Lee knockout kick yet, okay? But trust me, Bitcoin is starting to load power, and there's a lot of things that are behind it. So now let's get into it. Now, we're not out of the woods, okay? And I want to take you over to the monthly chart, okay? This is an important chart, because any negative statement by the suits in Washington could flip the market the opposite direction. Also, any positive statements, maybe about a crypto bill, they got clarity in it, and it's positive, it's going to be up, and away we go. So we got a liquidity grab that's complete. We got a monthly high that's been swept. Now the market's going to choose. Okay, now the market actually, we're at the mercy of the marketplace right now. So far, we're holding. We talked about the Ikimoku cloud. We couldn't close below it. So far, that has been a pretty damn good indicator. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to a previous video. But right now, we got Setup 1. We got a fake out, flush out, right? Setup 2, base forms, Bitcoin basically follows. All right. So what we're thinking is even if we get a dip, okay, that's just a fake out, man. Because what I'm about to introduce you to, you can't say it's not bullish. All right. Now, I'm not, the eternal bull maniac. I mean, we trade it short term, but now I'm going to be talking about something that's a little bit longer term. You got to give it time. But hey, as Ringo Starr once said, time takes time. Okay, so we just got to get through it. So the retest is everything, because the breakout or breakdown would move quite quickly, and we just got to be prepared for it. Now, the last time, if you look at Bitcoin, the bottoms, okay, they were really easy to miss. All right, because everything was like looking like, oh, it's coming off, it's done. We got RSI at that bottom, we got DSS flip bullish. Okay, Bitcoin pumped 174. right here, 85% and 48% pump. So far, from bottom to top, right now we got a 15% pump. Far, far away from 50, okay? But, at least it's a pump upward, okay? It's not downward right now. So now the signal is back. Now the RSI just hit March 2020 levels. Again, if you're a big follower of Relative Strength Index, developed by Wells Wilder, you could read a lot of his books. Wells Wilder was a character, man, but he came up with really two good indicators, or a couple. I shouldn't say, well, two is a couple, right, Tom? Okay, so let's go a couple of three indicators. Let's say that. He came up with average true range, which I think is by far like one of the best things that you could use in a marketplace. RSI is good too, but you got MACD and all that other stuff. If you guys are big followers of it, great. But right now we got RSI that just hit March 2020 levels. The ones who saw it back then see it now, okay? And we got Bitcoin really at a cycle inflection point right now. Now here's QT. All right, QT ended, and I just told you it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal compared to what I'm going to get into. Okay, it's not a big deal, but it's good that it has because it does add liquidity. All right, so we got support that's holding so far. We got quantitative tightening that's end. We got the RSI reset. Every big cycle starts like this. It's not going to be easy, folks. It's not going to be just, straight upward. No, we're going to have back and forth. I actually think that we could get a retest. I'm thinking we should cover the same ground twice. I think we should go to at least 82,000. I may be wrong. Okay, I may be wrong, but I know that there's a wall of liquidity up. There's a lot of people that are looking to take profits that got long around 80,000, 81,000, 82,000. They see 100,000, they're going to be like, I enjoy the party. I'm going to dance by the door. So they're going to probably sell. There's going to be a little bit of a sell-off there, some pressure. But, if we look at this, every cycle begins like this and it ends with a vertical expansion. The conditions are here. Again, like we said, now this is where basically the market decides. But really, history already gave us the answer. There was a pump. Now we got to get through it. All right. Now, I want to go quickly into Ethereum because I really want to hit the BlackRock Vanguard angle on this because it is so important, and you need to understand it because when you're sitting having a beer at the bar with the fellow traders that trade crypto and they go, "Hey, quantitative tightening was the reason why Bitcoin did this," you're going to go, no. Okay, why? Quantitative tightening helped. I'm not saying that it didn't help, but the real reason is because this guy, and I'm proverbially pointing to my screen right now, hitting Vanguard. This is one of the biggest players. And I'm going to get to it in a second. Just hang tight. Let's get over to Ethereum, right? Remember, also, we got to look at IBIT right now. Let's check out IBIT. Man, IBIT's not cooling off either right now because it's following Bitcoin, right? But if IBIT gets up to 55, we could get a Bitcoin run. Okay, so you got to watch that. If IBIT closes above 55, maybe my retrace doesn't happen. All right, so you got to pay attention to IBIT. Also, pretty soon you're going to be paying attention to Vanguard as well. I'm going to tell you that right now. So let's move into Ethereum because Ethereum is very, very revealing at the moment. We talked about this. Ethereum right now is trading at 3,200. 3,200, folks. We gave you this chart when it was 2,850. We said this thing looks like we got an early sign of a breakout. Okay, we said it. We took a lot of slack. We took a lot of heat for it. I mean, I saw the comments. People, "Oh, you guys are saying a big, Ethereum's 10,000. Look at where it." Of course, okay. Markets move. They're not static. Charts change. We show you what we saw, and okay, yeah. But guess what? We still think Ethereum's going to freaking 10,000. That's what we think. Now, we may be wrong. I don't think we are. But hey, as I said in the previous video, tutu gusti sono gusti, to each his own, right? Whatever you want to do. You want to short it? I wouldn't. But yeah, you could short it. Go ahead. Yeah, we'd love the liquidity. Anyway, so right now, we got Ethereum trading around 3,209. It's outperforming Bitcoin right now on the rebound. So now what's the key levels? Well, 2,800 is a major support level right now. Behind that, 2,600. Upside target, 3,006. Now, also we had Ethereum, Bitcoin attempting a trend reversal. What's going on with Ethereum? Well, what happened? Well, we told you the Fusaka upgrade. We told you the L2 acceleration were the real catalyst behind this thing. Price is coiling tight. RSI broke out. Momentum leads. Price follows. Just the way it goes. 3,400 is next. It's next. Now, if it holds at 2,800, right? So that's the levels right now. 2,800, good dip to buy. Look for 3,400, 3,500, 3,600 is the breakout. But the move is definitely brewing. Now, you got to watch Ethereum before it takes off. We told you that before. We gave you the warning. If you don't believe me, if you're new to the channel, go back and look at it. We said, man, this is going to be the move, man. Ethereum is going to really start to outperform Bitcoin. Now, is it starting to happen? It's starting to happen. Is it going to continue? Of course, there's going to be a to and fro, back and forth. Now, this one, we took a lot of heat on this chart, man, and it doesn't stop. Ethereum versus gold. Okay, now. We've been saying that Ethereum is going to follow gold for a while. And we were really, a lot of people like you guys are like the guys that cried wolf. Look at gold. It's taken off. Ethereum's a dog. It's the ugliest girl at the dance. Nobody wants Ethereum. Ethereum stinks, this and that. And we kept saying it, eventually, I get it. We were beginning to, like I said, beginning to sound like the boy that cried wolf. And, but is it finally happening? Is it finally happening? Do you see it? Well, we see it. Do you? We see it. Ethereum is repeating gold breakout. We said it's going to happen. Once it gets through the top, man, this thing is going to you're going to have to strap in. You're going to have to strap in for it. I'm going to tell you right now. We got a 4-year same range. Got the same failed breakout, same shakeout into support. Gold pumped over 142% after this exact setup. Now, crypto, Ethereum hits the same inflection point. It's going to rock, man. It's going to rock. Okay? Just don't be late. Don't be late. If you don't want to be late, get into our pro group. We'll show you how we deploy capital, how we set things up. Plus, we got a great DeFi section in there. We got a lot of stuff that's coming in. And I can't mention I'll be talking about, the surprise later. But anyway, Ethereum Basic itself, bullish crossover. Bullish crossover is in effect. MACD just flipped bullish for the first time since September. Support held, price bounced hard. 3,900, 4,000 is the final boss. It's the gatekeeper. It's the gatekeeper this time. If it goes through, it's going to go through 4,500, 4,600. It's going to hit 5,000. You could be, okay, in my opinion, will there be to and fro? There always is. Okay, there always is. But watch the previous top. Once we break out of the top, watch how the previous top would act as support to catapult Ethereum higher. Okay, I'm just telling you that right now. Write that down. Tom said, watch the previous top. Watch it. Watch the market retrace to it and then just jump off of it. Okay, so support held, price bounced hard. We're saying 4,000 is the final boss, 3,900. We break it and Ethereum flips the trend for good. Volatility returns. You got to be ready for it. So yes, Ethereum is quietly building momentum, and historically, when Ethereum leads, altcoins will follow. They're not far behind. So, all right, now what do I want to circle back to? All right, what triggered this? What's pinning Ethereum, Bitcoin right now at the upper levels where it actually, if we had no real macro news behind it, it should have come off already. That's the question, right? Why? What's behind the 48-hour explosion in hold level? The key question is here. I'm going to show it to you right now. I got to pull something up for you guys. The key question: why? Why did crypto add 260 billion overnight with more to follow? Short answer, most likely Vanguard. Long answer, Vanguard is the second largest ETF provider on earth with 11 trillion assets under management. That's trillion with a T, folks. 11 trillion with a T, okay? If you have a retirement account anywhere, you probably have a Vanguard product, no doubt. Yesterday, or actually the day before, I'm sorry, they quietly allowed clients to begin allocating into crypto ETFs for the first time ever. And when the gate opened, capital flooded in. No retail, not whales, but retirement accounts. Do you realize how big this is, man? And God, I mean, I am so excited about this. I just can't stop. Okay, look, pension allocations, index money, long-term flows. This is why Bitcoin has jumped. This is why Ethereum is outperforming. This is why Solana ran. This is why Sui absolutely detonated with an 18.8% move. All right, this is it. And we had the post up for you guys. Here it is on X. Bigger than you think. This is the reason why. It's not the quantitative tightening, I'm telling you, was a rounding error compared to 2020. And all the novices, like the people, influencers, oh, it's a quantitative tightening. They want to sound like, okay, they want to sound smart. Everybody wants to sound smart. But this is the real reason behind it. Okay, I've been around a long time, and like it's never really like it is sometimes the simplest explanation. But if we did not have this, we would have had this marketplace would have turned down already. Bitcoin would have cooled down already, because the big boys would have said, well, look at the retail. They actually think that quantitative tightening that stopped is a big deal. Let's whack it, and they would have, but they can't whack it right now. They can't whack it. So Vanguard is the second largest ETF provider on earth. Now, look, this is what happened when the gate opens, right? We said everything flooded in. Now, we showed you this chart just the other day. I'm going to come back to this because I want you to study the S&P 500. I'm showing you this chart so you can understand that crypto, the market cap, and even the market cap without Bitcoin is going to catch the S&P. Now, it's not going to happen overnight, but this is in the works, because this is a deeper shift, that the part that really nobody understands yet. So get your number 2 pencil out, all right? Now, because this is the first time ever Vanguard publicly acknowledged that portfolio construction can happen on-chain. Diversified baskets of assets can be tokenized, rebalanced, custodied through blockchain rails, okay? Crypto infrastructure is mature enough for large-scale investment mandates right now. This is not a speculative statement. That is what Vanguard is saying. They said, we see a future where asset management happens on chain. Do you realize what's going to happen to the gold and the blue once it gets fully adopted, and once it's going to start rocketing? It's probably going to surpass the S&P 500. Oh, Tom, you're absolutely crazy. How can that happen? Because the S&P 500 can also be tokenized. Okay, that's why. That's why it's going to be bigger. Come on. Proverbial smack in the forehead, people. Come on, really. All right? Now, this is the most important part. This is the same Vanguard, okay, that refused to offer Bitcoin ETFs. It's the same Vanguard that told customers crypto had no role in long-term investing. Oh my God. Feet of clay. Things have changed quite quickly. All right. Now I'm going to take you over to something that we pointed out and we took a lot of heat for too. We talked about this. Oh, you guys, just make stuff up. Really? Okay. We do a lot of research here on this side of the fence, folks. When we looked at the NDQ and we looked at Bitcoin. Okay. Now, this would be sheer, amazing if we only get a deep 16% dump and then a pump greater than 58%. Because if that happens, I can assure you I'm going to be posting that everywhere, that we called this. We've called it. Now, we took a lot of heat for this. We took a lot of heat. Now, but here's the thing. Here's the thing that's actually pinning this. I talked about it yesterday in that long video. And if you haven't seen it, I suggest you go back and watch that video on something called Decentralized Token Folios. All right? Here's the fastest explanation I give you because I don't want to go long in this video. DTFs allow institutions to build on-chain portfolios using tokenized baskets, automated weighting, smart contract rebalancing, programmable risk engines, blockchain narrative portfolio construction. This is not a crypto asset. This is crypto infrastructure. It's for the next generation of asset management. And DTF requires two things: Bitcoin, which is pristine collateral, Ethereum, programmable execution. Now, once that happens, and it's happening, Bitcoin becomes a balance sheet asset. Oh! Ethereum becomes Wall Street's settlement layer. Oh! Index coins become, altcoins become index components inside tokenized folios. Oh, not bad, huh? This is how an entire asset class gains institutional floors, lower volatility, because that's what they want. They want control of the rails to control the volatility. They want long-term rebalancing flows. They want structural re-ratings. This is not adoption, folks. It's not adoption. This is integration, and why DTFs are a direct tailwind for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the entire crypto market. That's why you're going to see Bitcoin do the same pump that the NDQ did. All right, in our opinion. All right, now we're on top of it, so we're watching it very closely. But right now, if you think about it, decentralized token folios only work if crypto has Bitcoin as a secure settlement layer, Ethereum as a programmable execution engine, deep liquidity across L1s and L2s. Oh yeah, that's happening. All right, we got a wide universe of tokenized assets. Now, I'm just going to switch back to the S&P because this is what I'm saying is going to happen. We're going to catch it. We're going to catch it because Bitcoin and Ethereum become the foundation of a new trillion-dollar asset management system. Can you realize the impact? Can you realize the impact? Bitcoin becomes unavoidable collateral. It's going to be forced to be used as collateral. Okay, because DTFs need pristine, liquid, censorship-resistant collateral, and that's Bitcoin. Ethereum becomes the infrastructure layer. Smart contracts, folios require automation, rebalancing, and rules-based execution. Only Ethereum scales like this. Altcoin liquidity. Good altcoins, folks. Good altcoins. Not just, something made up in somebody's basement that they're pumping. Not like that Carduni that I'm seeing all over the place in our comments. I'm really sorry about that. I don't even know what that stuff is, but we're hit with the robots that just, believe me. So altcoins, all right, they expand by sectors, not singles, right? So DTF create baskets, indices, and factor models, lifting the entire category like ETFs did in the 1990s for stocks. DTFs won't just bring adoption, they'll financialize the entire crypto market. Keep in mind, as I said before, just like ETFs in the 1990s elevated the whole equity market, DTFs are going to do the same thing for crypto. So, you just got to keep your eye. I mean, we're expecting a mirror move just like this. Okay? Bitcoin's like greatest cycle trick. Retail runs, headlines scream collapse, smart money rotates very, very quietly. Same setup, same structure as a NASDAQ 2020 low. When the breakout comes, nobody's going to be watching it, but we will. Now I'm going to have a link in the description for the actually DTFs. You could actually learn more about them from Reserve. Okay, I'm going to have a link there for you. All right, let's go move on quickly to Bitcoin dominance. All right, I don't really want to go that long on this video, but we're already at 29 minutes in. Bitcoin dominance is sitting right now at 59.22, no big change. Okay, so everything is still on hold right now. We said that we might need to see Bitcoin dominance come up a little bit before it drops. It's a little bit tricky. So right now we got to watch Ethereum. If it starts running and leading, okay, we got a chance at altcoins. But early clues are Ethereum and Bitcoin stabilizing, which is happening. Solana's leading. We got L2 activity exploding, mid caps turning up. Vanguard. Okay, flows broadening exposure for everyone. So this is the pivot, all right? Now we just got to watch. So altcoins are not in a breakout phase yet. They're not. You can refer to the altcoin cheat sheet. We're not in alt season yet. We're still in the setup phase, and that is for sure. All right, we got Ethereum strength is good. We got Bitcoin dominance still up. Okay, it's a little bit lower, which is good, but we're actually expecting another spike in it. Okay, institutional flows are widening. Thank Vanguard for that. Excellent. Macro becoming less restrictive. Very, very good. So altcoins are coiling. Get into our pro group. And so how do you get into our pro group? Let me show you how to get into our pro group. Link in the description. You click this link, you'll be taken over to our free Telegram trading community where we drop insane alpha trading opportunities every day for you guys. Hey, if you want to go it alone, we have 2 outstanding brokers for you. Through our links, they offer insane bonuses. I mean, insane bonuses. If you think about it, I think WeX is giving no fees for life, and BTCC is giving a $500 token giveaway. Now, remember also, before I wrap everything up for you, remember what I told you. Something big is coming for traders worldwide. A global project that's going to be launching very, very soon. It was months in the making, built specifically to fix some unfair trading landscape traders have been stuck in for years, and we promise you it's going to be really good. I can't reveal anything yet. You don't know how bad. I just want to blurt it out. But soon you're going to understand exactly why we built it. Big changes are coming your way. So if you enjoyed today's breakdown, smash the like button, hit subscribe. Let me know what you think of Vanguard's move means for this cycle. Make sure you come on over to X and follow us on X, where we talk about Bitcoin, crypto all day, every day. So what do you got to do? Well, you got to really seriously think about joining our own group. What else you got to do? Well, you got to do your own research. Okay, you know I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a trader just like you. And what else you have to do before tomorrow's update? If you're a short-term trader, you got to enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.